Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It has been a minute, but I appreciate your patience. I'm now partnered with Market Media to show you some of the best houses in Dubai on a weekly basis. And today, we're going to start with a bang. I'm going to show you one of the most exclusive villa communities anywhere in Dubai, definitely anywhere on the Palm Jumeirah. It's boutique, it's luxury, it's bougie. We're stood in a gated community that looks like Tuscany, Italy, but is actually on the west crescent of the Palm Jumeirah. We've drove past Six Senses, W Residences, Raffles to get here. And now we're stood in a place which is home to just 22 villas and 2 penthouses in this entire 500,000 square foot plot. It's unbelievable. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you around this, which is an absolutely stunning palatial home. And second of all, I'm going to show you what I've had described to me by the owner as the most phenomenal penthouse in the whole of Dubai. Tune in, subscribe to Broker with Benny, and make sure you're watching weekly because we're going to be dropping video after video after video showing you the best of Dubai real estate. Let's take a look inside. So welcome home, guys. We're officially inside a gorgeous palatial mansion in 22 carat, and this is what they look like. Well, this is what this one looks like. This is completely as per the developer specification. It's not been changed. In fact, it's not even been lived in. For context, we're in a 7-bedroom plus a maid and a driver's room, 9,300 square feet of internal area, sat on a 17,000 square foot plot. So this home is absolutely huge, but it's beautifully designed. And the size has not taken away from the detail. So I'm gonna show you around some of the key features. Let's start with the kitchen because it's the heart of any home, and my mum would testify for that. So as we step in, straight away, kind of feel your heart drop a little bit, and that's because of the mood lighting. So everything's smart home. You walk in, it turns on, you can dim it up, you can dim it down, and you can essentially control the ambiance of the entire home, but particularly you feel it in the kitchen. So breakfast bar, marble island, fitted with Miele appliances, top and bottom, so cooker top and oven. The rest of the kitchenware is from designer brands like La Cuisine Française or La Cornue, so very, very top designer brands, and all wrapped and coated in this beautiful book match marble, all completely natural stone, so nothing has been spared in terms of expense or quality. Now you've finished serving, you've had a great banquet, cooked, you then carry it, or if you live here, probably have someone carry it for you. So you've finished cooking or finished having people cook for you, and they're bringing the food through to this 12-seater dining table. It's decadent. Just wondering if I've got enough friends to fill a gaff like this. But when you get a feel for the space, this is huge. This is, 4 or 5 meters long in dining space. In a 4 or 5 meter room ceiling, this is absolutely massive. You then flow all the way through to probably my favorite part of the house. In the UK, we call it a conservatory. It doesn't do it justice, but it's an extension space. So this was not part of the initial specification from the developer. It actually came when they were finished building these properties. My client, who now owns 3 here, decided they wanted a bit of extra internal space, but they also wanted to feel like they were outdoors. So this space has been purposely added specifically for them to give you what we call in Europe indoor-outdoor living, where you feel like you're outdoors, but you're actually indoors. And trust me, in Dubai, some of you don't want to be outdoors. So again, a beautiful feature which has been bespokely added. And I'm going to show you something which probably no other property tour will show you. I'm going to show you a specific corner of the house. Why? Because it's the most important corner, and I'll tell you exactly why. Have you ever bought a property because of one corner of the house? No, I haven't, but these guys did, and I'll tell you why. So they're a big investment company, and they look at properties all over the world, from Asia to Europe to the Middle East. And they always look at the build quality, and one of their biggest tests of build quality is right angles. So they'd go around and they'd test this, for example. A right angle should be exactly 90 degrees. I'm sure your math teacher would hope you remember that. Now, this angle is exactly 90 degrees. On the other projects that they looked at globally, there was 89.9, 89.1, just a fraction of a decimal off. This is exactly 90 degrees. Why is that important? Because it's a testament to the build quality, to the workmanship, and essentially to the security of buying an asset like this, that it's well built. You're spending hundreds of millions of dirhams. In this case, with the portfolio they've developed, hundreds of millions of dollars. You want to know that it's weatherproof, safe foundations, and well built. And that testaments to that. So anyway, one corner, not all of the house, but it is the most important corner. And then you step through to this, which can only be described as an auditorium living room. It is absolutely massive. These are 8 to 10 meter high ceilings, again with beautiful glass paneling and the archways above to make sure lots of natural light flows in. But hopefully you've seen now as we walk through the house, this would be your main living area. There's another living area upstairs, which I'll show you, but this is kind of the main family communal space. But what this villa's done very, very well is utilize a layout, a simple footprint, which is a square, which means you walk into an open space, you flow to the kitchen, to the dining room, to a beautiful outdoor or hybrid outdoor-indoor seating area that is the conservatory area, and into this, which is a practical living space. Not only is it a beautiful home and decadent and opulent and all those amazing words that we use to describe this property, it's practical. You can live here, you can raise a family here, and the use of space is fantastic, which for a lot of the newer developments that are focused on quirky architecture, miss out on. So living, dining, kitchen done. We've got a couple of bedrooms on the ground floor, which I'm going to show you. We're then going to take a look upstairs and I'm going to show you probably one of the grandest master suites that I've seen here in Dubai. So come on, let's take a look. So we've seen the main parts of the downstairs living dining area. There is 3 bedrooms on the ground floor, which I'll show you, all of which are very good size. Now, what you'll notice and what they've done cleverly here is they've started integrating some wooden features, and again that just makes a whole home in the sleeping areas, the sleeping quarters, your bedrooms, whatever you want to call it, feel a lot more homely. Wooden, parquet flooring, some darker tones really help. All of these bedrooms are a fantastic size, walk-in wardrobe space, ensuite bathroom, and 2 of them back directly onto the garden. So come and take a look. For me, this is where the home really steps up. It's the bedrooms, not because they're more glamorous, not because there's more marble, not because it's more luxurious, but because it feels homely. And this is where the attention to detail comes in. So again, this is the additional space I was telling you about. This wasn't here before. They paid for this, they've extended it, so they can have a full length window, fill in the whole place with natural light. And again, ceiling height is massive. It feels cozy. Again, wooden paneling. Nice little features like this make all the difference when it comes to bedroom space, and a huge walk-in wardrobe. This is this is one of 3 of the smallest bedrooms. You've then got another one here, which again, very similar design. One just through here, and then the main show-stopping bedrooms are of course upstairs. So come on, again, hopefully this should all light up. And again, one of the coolest features for me about this entire property, it sounds really boring, I love the windows. All of the windows, huge windows, floor to ceiling, and they're arched as well, so it just keeps in with that Mediterranean theme. It's Italy, it's Tuscany, it's gorgeous. Terracotta externals with arched windows, beautiful. So as you come up the stairs, immediately you feel the difference. Again, wooden flooring throughout now, paneling on the walls. It goes from being a beautiful entertaining space, which downstairs is, to a very homely, very tranquil type of place upstairs. You've got another 3 bedrooms, so pretty much a copy and paste of what's directly below us. 1, 2, 3. The only difference is these have balcony access, so you get a really good view. We'll get to the view in a second, but you get a really good view of the marina skyline, sea view, and blue water as well. These would be perfect for if you've got kids who are kind of getting to that age where you want them close to you, you need to keep an eye, but you also don't want to hear all the noise from the PlayStation or the Xbox or whatever they're playing. Step through now into what kind of a secondary living area. We'll come back here in a second. But again, beautiful space. And then we go into what can only be described as a master suite. Not a bedroom, a suite, and I'll show you why. So again, we've stepped in, this entire corridor is the master suite. Behind you is the bedroom. But here to my right and here to my left is why this is a suite. You've got an absolutely massive walk-in wardrobe on one side, and then you've got a stunning, decadent, marble-coated bathroom, his and hers sinks, beautiful sanitary ware, all by Baldi. So again, the same designer finishing throughout. And then you step through, again, more wardrobe space with mirrors, perfect for a dressing table, into a master bedroom. So this, you've got everything outside or in your little private suite area. You've got your dressing areas, your sanitary ware, your bathroom, your showers, even got a sit-down shelf in there as well, so really beautifully done. And then this is just for sleeping on. As you can see, it's never been slept on. Brand new, never been opened. And this handed over a couple of years ago. So they have a maid that comes round. You'll be the first person to live here. But this is the thing that I love the most. not a balcony. The balcony would not do this justice. It's a terrace. So your master suite doesn't only come with walk-in wardrobe, doesn't only come with his and her sink, a deep soaked jacuzzi tub, which is massive, it's pretty much a pool, but it comes with this, which for me is a feature that very few villas offer. I'm talking substantial outdoor space with a breathtaking view. We are stood on a landmark of Dubai, which is the Palm Jumeirah, and an exclusive gated villa community with 22 villas, looking at unobstructed sea views, blue waters, the whole of Marina skyline, and in the background just over there, should I try and do the wheels, is the blue waters Dubai Ain. So an absolutely stunning space. And when I talk about the scale of this, you could have barbecue, dining, jacuzzi. You could even fit a bar for those of you who like a cocktail or a mocktail, whatever you like. It's an absolutely great space, which is very versatile. And the thing is, you don't even need to use this for outdoor gym, because what I'll show you downstairs is an annex, which also doubles up as a gym. It's perfect. So we'll go back inside, we'll go back downstairs, I'll show you the garden, we'll have a quick recap, and then we'll get on to hopefully go and take a look at this penthouse. So as we're stood here on the mezzanine floor, doubles up with a secondary living area. I actually think it'll make a great office. It's probably a good opportunity to talk to you about 22 Carat as a community and what it means to live here. Of course, you get your privacy and security of only living in a community with 21 other villa neighbours and yourself. And of course, the size of the building and the plot means automatically your privacy is probably above and beyond anything else on the Palm. But residents also gain access to private beach, again, for residents only, private community pool. I doubt you'll struggle to get a sunbed any time of year. You also get a restaurant on site, which is, again, waterfront with a beautiful view looking over to the Fronds, which is gorgeous. But the main selling point and the main feature which drives people here is the idea that it's so secure, so gated, that the likes of Deliveroo, Careem can't just come and drop stuff in. Postman, whatever, can't just come in. Everything gets left with security, and security will bring it to your property. So when you compare this to maybe some of the larger villa communities inland, the security, the privacy, the gated nature of this place is just above and beyond. Small, boutique, and extremely well looked after is how I describe this villa community in 3 words. So when it comes to outdoor space, it doesn't get much better. You step out of full-length windows into your private garden with a full-length infinity pool, greenery, separate outdoor kitchen, and you've got a new annex which has just been constructed, which is perfect for an outdoor gym or even a secondary living area or potentially a cinema. So in terms of privacy, there's no one around. It feels like you're on a private island, but you're 20 minutes away from Marina. You're only 10 minutes away from the likes of Royal Atlantis, West Beach, 5-star restaurants, bars and beach clubs. So you get the benefit of coming home to a sanctuary while also being in an accessible location where we are. It's fantastic, it's unique. And again, the last feature I'd highlight, apart from the view, it stresses the importance of privacy in this community more than anything else. The back panel of your garden, which is not only tree lined, but it comes with a glass panel that you can change to be opaque or be transparent at your convenience. So again, little details. Privacy is at the heart of this home. It's at the heart of community. And just to remind you, 17,000 square foot of plot, 9,300 square feet of built up area in a gated community on the end of the Crescent, but 20 minutes from Marina. It genuinely doesn't get much better than this. So thanks for watching. It's good to be back. We're back with Broker with Benny. Make sure you like, comment, and please subscribe if you want to see some beautiful homes that are going to be coming to the channel in the next couple of weeks. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.